Hey guys, it's Mrs. Rush again. This is part 2 of Area of Polygons notes. So I just finished finding the number value for the area of this triangle. It is 20, but remember we have to label it using the units. So it tells us that, oh, and this actually, they should be the same side. I apologize. So we'll use centimeters. That should say 8 centimeters down here. They should be the same. So we'll pretend that this is 5 centimeters and this is 8 centimeters down here. Okay. So normally they would always be the same. So we will say that area of our triangle was 20 centimeters, and then you would do squared. So you'd put a little 2. So do this centimeters squared. Let me get rid of the other one. Okay, and guys, so I know it's a little hard for you to do that little 2 on the computer. So this is what you could also do. You could also write 20 centimeters, and then you could write the word squared. Okay, so you can do it like that. That little 2 is a little hard to do, especially on your Chromebook or computer. Okay, another thing I want to mention when we're finding out which number is the height. Okay. So the height is, remember, it's how tall something is. And it's also, if you look at the bottom of the height, there's this box here. That's a right angle. So the height measures from the top to the bottom where there's a right angle. Okay. If that helps you out too. And the height is always a line that's going to be perpendicular to the base. All right, great. And again, I apologize. These should have both been centimeters. I don't know why this one says meters. Sorry about that. They're always going to be the same. Okay, our next shape is going to be a parallelogram. Oh, and luckily these both have inches. IN for inches, IN for inch. Great. A parallelogram, here's the formula for that. This one's nice and easy. Parallelogram is just base times height. Okay? The formula for the area of a parallelogram is base times height. Okay, and parallelograms, they always just look to me like a tilted rectangle, like kind of tilted to the side. But what a parallelogram, sorry, actually is, it's a quadrilateral. That means it has 4 sides, and it has 2 pairs of parallel sides. So if you look, these two, well, this one here, this one over here are parallel, the 2 sides, and then the top and bottom are also parallel. Parallel means that they're never going to touch those lines. They won't ever touch. Awesome. All right, so let's find the area of this parallelogram. So the base, okay, in a parallelogram is the top or the bottom. So I would say the base is 15 multiplied by the height. Remember, the height is how tall something is. And I usually look for the right angle. That's at the bottom of the height. The height is from the top to the bottom where the right angle is. And just I think about the straight up and down vertical line. So the height would be 8. Then when we do 15 times 8, we would get 120. And then remember, we have to do our units, so it's inches squared. So 120 inches squared. Perfect. And remember, if you want to write it this way too, that's okay. 120 inches and then the word squared. You also could write it like this. 120, you could write out the whole word inches and then do squared like that. There's a couple different ways. You just have to remember to multiply the base, okay, which is the top or the bottom number, and the height, the line that goes up and down, and at the bottom there's that right angle. All right, awesome. We have one shape left. So if this gets cut off, guys, I will do finish the last shape, which is a trapezoid. I will do that in my part 3 of notes. Okay, so far we did a triangle, a parallelogram, and now we're going to look at a trapezoid. So this is probably the most complicated formula, so I saved this one for last. So let's do the formula first. Area of a trapezoid. Okay. Oh, and so guys, I'm going to be, the time's going to end on me, so I will share this with you in part 3 of the notes. Thanks so much. You guys are doing a great job.